Beyoncé and Jay-Z is juicier than anything we've seen in a long time. And yes, it's way messier than the Beehive ever imagined. We're not just talking about random internet rumors here. No, baby. We're talking leaked tapes, federal prosecutors out here playing name that celeb, and now whispers no, screams that Queen Bee and Hova might be packing their bags for good, and not for some luxury vacay either. Oh no, this ain't Turks and Caicos. Word on the street is Beyoncé and Jay-Z are planning a full-on strategic exit from the U.S., the type of exit that screams, we know the feds are coming and we want no part of it. Think Russell Simmons' Vanishing Act, quiet plane rides to countries with no extradition treaties. Y'all, this is some international level drama. Now let's rewind for a sec. It all started snowballing when Diddy's trial hit center stage, and baby, when we say bombshells, we're talking nuclear level revelations. Wild testimonies, leaked audio, receipts for days. And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, prosecutors dropped hints that Diddy's inner circle might be next on the chopping block. And guess whose names are flashing in neon red? None other than Beyoncé and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He ain't doing different.
And this ain't just some conspiracy theory cooked up on TikTok. Real sources, people deep in the industry, are saying Beyoncé has already pulled the plug on upcoming tour dates. She's allegedly in full-on escape mode with Jay. This ain't a vacation, it's a potential extradition dodging maneuver. Yep, the kind of hush-hush vanishing act that makes you wonder what's really bubbling under the surface. Now listen closely, because here's where it gets seriously twisted. For years, everyone thought it was just Jay who had deep ties with Diddy and his so-called freak-off parties. Folks assumed Beyoncé was just the innocent tag-along. But now, rumors say she wasn't just standing by watching, she was in the room. Allegedly, some say she knew exactly what was going down and played her part in staying silent. And now that things are spiraling and prosecutors are getting closer, B and J are allegedly plotting their escape before that courtroom spotlight turns in their direction. And let's not pretend Jay-Z and Diddy were casual acquaintances. These two were tight, like inner circle tight. Jay was one of only two people who could call Diddy by his real name, Sean. The other, Diddy's mother. Baby, that ain't French shit. That's family status. Jay and Bey used to have Diddy all up in their Rock Nation brunches, smiling for the cameras, posing like a power trio. But the moment Cassie dropped that lawsuit, Diddy got ghosted faster than a bad Tinder date. They scrubbed him clean from their narrative. But guess what? People didn't forget. And they sure didn't stop putting the pieces together, because then came DaBaby's now infamous story about a hush-hush party at Diddy's mansion in LA in 2020. Only a few elite guests, and guess who he named? Yup. Jay-Z and Beyoncé were in attendance, and according to his vibes, it wasn't just a cocktail party, honey. It was freak-off energy all the way. That's when online sleuths went into overdrive. And oh baby, the tea started to overflow. Because Jay-Z, for all his brilliance and business smarts, has some skeletons in the walk-in closet. Long-standing rumors that just won't die are resurfacing. Like his alleged involvement with rapper Foxy Brown when she was just 15. That story has been tiptoeing through hip-hop lore for years. Jay's worked overtime to bury it, but when Dame Dash, the man who knows where all the bodies are buried, was asked directly, he didn't shut it down. He looked uncomfortable, shifted in his seat, and told the interviewer to go ask Jay. That kind of energy doesn't scream innocence. Add that to Jay's very public collaborations with R. Kelly. Yes, that R. Kelly. And people started connecting dots in bold. The Best of Both Worlds album, the joint tour. It wasn't a good look then, and it's a flashing red siren now.
The acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
And let's be real, Dame Dash even said straight up that the reason he distanced himself from Jay was because Jay never distanced himself from R. Kelly. Whew, that speaks volumes. So when people start saying Jay might just be another Diddy with a better PR team, yeah, that theory ain't looking so far-fetched anymore. And Beyonce's part in all this? Baby, that's the heartbreaker. Because for years, she's been the image of perfection, poised, powerful, untouchable. But now, insiders are whispering that her fairy tale might always been a cage. And it gets darker. Behind the red carpet glam and couple goals facade, some sources say Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship isn't just strained. It's transactional, a brand, a merger, and the origin story, it's raising some major eyebrows. Jay-Z has always been painted as the cool, calculated mastermind, the mogul with a Midas touch. But baby, the deeper we dig, the messier it gets. Because he's always had a pattern: older, established, powerful, preying on young, impressionable women just entering the industry. Let's go back. After the Foxy Brown whispers faded, who popped up next in his life? Aaliyah. Yes, that Aaliyah. Sources say that once her creepy marriage to R. Kelly was exposed and she started to pull away, Jay saw an opportunity. He allegedly began courting her, sending her flowers, inviting her to exclusive events, pulling every charming trick in the book. But guess what? Aaliyah didn't fall for it. According to insiders, she was far more into Dame Dash, Jay's own business partner at the time. Messy doesn't even begin to describe it. Some insiders even claimed it felt like Jay and R. Kelly were engaged in some twisted competition over her, like it was a power game, not affection. And then when Aaliyah tragically died in that plane crash, oh honey, the conspiracy theories erupted. Some people even claimed she had been sedated and put on that plane against her will. Whether fact or fiction, the timing, the pressure, the drama, it all screamed foul play. And it left people questioning who really benefited when Aaliyah was gone. Then, enter Beyoncé. At the time, she was young, innocent, still being heavily managed by her family, especially her mother, Tina Knowles, who was deep in every career decision Beyoncé ever made. Bey had only dated one guy in high school, her world was tightly controlled, and then Jay-Z swooped in, charming, experienced, powerful. He met her when she was just 16, but in an interview, he claimed he waited until she was 18 to make a move. Girl, please. People close to her say by the time she was legal, she was already emotionally hooked. The dynamic completely imbalanced. Jay had all the control, and it showed. Once he locked her down, it wasn't just about romance, it was about power. Jay-Z had a hand in everything: her music, her look, her friends, even her schedule. Beyoncé, the global icon, was allegedly being micromanaged like a product, not a person. And here's where the floor really falls out, because according to Beyoncé's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, who has since gone viral for spilling the heaviest tea, Jay allegedly got her hooked on substances. Not for fun, not for partying, but to keep her docile, dependent, easy to control. Sound familiar? It's exactly the playbook Cassie described in her lawsuit against Diddy. Control the mind, trap the spirit, use addiction as a leash. And insiders are now saying Beyoncé has been trying quietly to escape that leash. Allegedly, she's been fed up for years. Fed up with Jay, fed up with her team, fed up with even her own mother. She feels like her whole life has been one long performance, molded, marketed, sold to the public but never truly hers. And behind that superstar smile, depression, darkness. Sources claim she's talked about feeling stuck, hopeless, even suicidal. Not because she wants to end things, but because she sees no way out. Now, with this Diddy trial heating up and the spotlight shifting toward her and Jay, that quiet desperation, it's allegedly turning into panic. And baby, the public is watching. Fans who once worshipped at the altar of Beyoncé and Jay-Z are now questioning everything. How deep were they really involved in Diddy's scandalous inner circle? Why are so many shady patterns overlapping between them and Diddy? And why, now that the feds are circling, have B and J gone dead silent? Let's talk about the Rock Nation brunch for a second. That annual event used to be the ultimate celebrity power move. Every major star scrambled for an invite. Beyoncé used to post about it religiously. Jay would play host like the king of Hollywood. But this year, nothing. No event, no promo, no explanations, just silence. And that silence has screamed louder than any statement ever could. Then came the financial moves. And allegedly, Beyoncé's been cashing out, canceling deals, renegotiating contracts, and even pulling the plug on tours. Not because of low ticket sales, but because, according to whispers, she's trying to gather as much money as possible before making her grand escape. Some insiders even said she was preparing to divorce Jay-Z after securing the bag. The plan was to split quietly, walk away with her empire intact. But then, prosecutors reportedly caught wind of both their names being tied to Diddy's mess. And just like that, the divorce plan turned into a joint exit strategy. And it's not just whispers. People in their circle are saying they're now scouting countries with no extradition agreements with the U.S. Think villas in Africa, Swiss bank accounts, remote properties, new passports, the works. Because one thing is clear, they saw what happened to Diddy, the raids, the lawsuits, the headlines, and they are trying to avoid the same fate. The shift in public perception has been shocking. Jay-Z, once heralded as the ultimate rags to riches billionaire, is now being called out for his past alliances, controlling behavior, and questionable choices. Beyoncé, the divine icon of grace and strength, is now being viewed with sympathetic sadness. Fans are saying she never looked free. We should have seen it. She's been crying out for help through her art this whole time. And Jay, the walls are closing in. Old interviews are being dug up. Former associates are speaking out. Legal documents are being dissected like never before. And guess what?